Hey guys, welcome to my channel Success Sequence where we deal in Bank is important move and expected level. So for the past couple of days, as you guys could easily observe that this particular line, which is 89 days exponential moving average, has been acting as a good sort of resistance for the market. The market has not been able to close above that level. Clearly, you can see that there has been a resistance, a strong resistance. Whenever the market comes to this level, it goes down. Market did try to break out of this zone. As you can see, it just went ahead its 34 days exponential moving average and faced a good amount of resistance there and finally went down. And after feeling some sort of resistance at this particular level, it did continue to go down. Now the reason for not going short at this juncture is because there is a bullish crossover with a good amount of divergence. So what will happen is most probably the support at a lower level should hold and the resistance at a high level is also, as you can see, is acting as a stiff resistance. So in this particular moment, what is the thing that you need to do, or what are the levels you should be watching out for? I will be discussing all these things in this particular video. Technical indicators also do help us to a great extent to understand what has been the pain points and how a particular level should act either as a resistance or as a support. So let us start with the option activity range first. So 10,500 to 10,500. 10,000 is a broad option activity range. So 150 points on upside and 350 points on downside is broadly what the volatility indication is coming out of this analysis. Call chart data analysis did suggest that market participants are expecting a good and a strong amount of resistance at a 10,400 level, which also incidentally falls into this 89 days exponential moving average kind of level. Apart from that, 10,450 and 10,500 has also seen a fresh call writing in today's session. On a levels like from 10,350 to 10,000 kind of level, what you can see is either you will see a call writing has been happening or a call long has been covered. So all this combination is suggesting a stable to bearish kind of scenario, and market participants are expecting that the 10,400 is most likely or mostly higher side. 10,450 is the most high point at this particular point of time, as of the analysis of this option chart data and market participants expectation. So if you see the put data, you will see that there is kind of mixed sort of position is getting generated. Fresh bearish position is getting created 10,450, 10,250, 10,150, and 10,050 kind of level. So broadly, if you harmonize the analysis of call and put, what you will find is 10,450 is definitely acting as a strong resistance, which is also, you can visually also see that 89 days moving average is there. Call and put data is also indicating to that this particular kind of level is most likely to act as a resistance. Now whether the market should go down from this particular level, if it goes down, what are the level that you should be watching out for, or what are the level if it breaks, we can definitely expect to market we can definitely expect market to go down further. We'll discuss that by analyzing the technical indicators. So if you guys can see, and I have also mentioned in my previous video, that the exponential average, as you can see here, has been acting as a resistance for the CCI, and the same level of resistance is now getting confirmed at this particular point of time. Now if you observe the MACD, the smaller MACD is also generating a bearish crossover and stalling at a zero line near exponential moving average. Now if this bearish crossover near the MACD line matures, I feel that market can go down till 10,300. And if you see, there is because there is a bullish crossover and we are not getting any sort of sign of weakening this bullish crossover, we can definitely expect that most probably 10,296, which is 10,300, is most likely to act as a support for the market. So what I feel is downside is sort of limited, and the upside is also capped. So there is a broad range in which you will most likely see the market playing out in a couple of days. So 10,300 is at a lower level, is a good support for the market, and 10,450 is a stiff resistance for the market to cross. Now whenever you see a sort of broad range is happening, you can definitely expect good and easy trade whenever the range breaks out either in the upside or in the downside. So we'll wait for that particular move. Until the time, I am personally not interested in taking any particular directional call in this indices. Okay, so that was my analysis for Nifty. Now let us quickly find out what the Bank Nifty is suggesting. So if you see, today was the expiry in Bank Nifty, and whatever the discussion we will be doing will be for the rollovers data. So let us see what the Bank Nifty is suggesting. So 10,000, so 25,000 24,700 is a broad option activity range. We can definitely expect muted moves from this kind of option activity range, but still you can see Nifty is trading below its 8 days exponential moving average, but the Bank Nifty has been holding on to its 8 days exponential moving average and is generating a support. Further, the 13 days exponential moving average is also acting as a some sort of support for the market. But on a higher side, what you can see is uh, 24,000 has been acting as a stiff support for the Bank Nifty to cross on a higher side. Now since there is a bullish crossover, you can definitely expect 24,443 and 24,600 will most likely to act as a resistance. But if you analyze the option chart data, it will be very much clear to you as far as the market participants expectation is concerned. So if you analyze the call data, one thing is pretty sure that the market participants are not seeing the Bank Nifty to trade above 25,000, because the call writing has happened in a quite aggressive fashion. So 10,000 160 shares has been added. So market participants are definitely expecting a 25,000 to act as a stiff resistance. And if you see the put data, we can definitely confirm our analysis of support, because 24,700 has seen a good amount of put writing. So broadly, my stand would be that market will be range bound, and if the range gets broken and the market closes below particular level either on the upside or on the downside, then we can take a move on this in the particular direction where the break happens. Apart from that, if you see the technical indicators, same thing you can observe with Bank Nifty as well. CCI is facing resistance near its exponential averages. MACD is also facing resistance near exponential average, and you can see that it is slightly stalling. RSI is also acting a support near its exponential average, and longer term MACD is still showing some sign of bullishness. So if you want to see how to plot the moving averages on the CCI, MACD and RSI, you can definitely watch out my video that I have created. If you don't have that link, I'll definitely put a link in the video description. But apart from that, if you want to learn various other things that I have been using to take a trade either on the buy side or on the sell side, I consider various factors to take a trade, like option chart data, candlestick pattern, moving average support and resistance, technical indicators, play out, almost everything that I can try and capture in my analysis, I do that. If you want to learn that, if you want to also do the holistic analysis by yourself, you can check out the video description. You will find the links there. Apart from that, you can join my premium WhatsApp broadcast, where we try and take a very safe calls. And apart from that, what I do is whenever I take a trade, I share it. So there is a risk on the my part as well, but what I do is I also share my analysis with you in the by making a video in the evening whenever we take a trade. So there will be transparency, there will be a rationale, and there will be a clear cut levels that we can expect. Apart from that, what I personally do is I take a trade, and if I get a good profit in morning, I'll definitely square off, or same way, if I get a small amount of loss, I get it squared off. So by doing this, if you take a good amount of trade with a stable sort of market in a with expectation of gap up or gap down, you can definitely make a good amount of money. However, there is no guarantee. You whatever the trade that you have been taking will be at your risk only. So if you want to join and learn, you can definitely check out the video description. Apart from that, there is a free link of my telegram, which you can also subscribe to. So that's it for the today's video, guys. I hope you have liked the video. Please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon if you have really press the bell icon if you have really liked the video and want to get it notified whenever I update it. And make sure you share it to your WhatsApp and Telegram group if you want others to also understand how we are doing the things. So that's it for the today's video, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.